think it's great you still threw Rosie a quinceañera.
Well, her mother was a monster. She never gave her one. Can you imagine anyone being that mean? Jack, what the hell are you doing?
Welcome to the finale of our Will and Grace after party. The other day I got the chance to sit down with Karen herself, Megan Mullally, who talked about how Karen feels about Rosario passing and where she believes the show is heading.
This episode, Quinceañera, was hilarious and also so emotional, my God. But your performance in it was just insanely good.
It was very sad. Shelley Morrison, the actress who played Rosario so brilliantly for all those seasons and all those great episodes, she has retired from acting. So they wrote this incredible episode that is a tribute really to her also. And I think she's gonna see the episode tonight, and I think she's really gonna be happy. Happy and sad,
Right.
and then happy again.
So what can you tell us about where Karen goes from here?
I think that Karen is really strong, but I do think that there needs to be some kind of, like, someone's going to have to fill that void.
I'm curious your take on, you versus Karen Walker. Like, could you ever party with Karen Walker, and do you think that you would survive it?
No, I would be dead.
Okay.
I don't even drink in real life. The end of the night, that would be the end of me.
I love it. Okay, we have some fan questions we'd love to ask of you.
Great.
Okay, this is from @Robinson_Byron. Will we see the hunky plumber make a return visit? Which is, of course, your real life husband, Nick
The
Offerman.
hunky plumber,
Yes.
Nick Offerman. I'm hoping we'll see him. He may not return as the hunky plumber, but he might return as some other hunky character.
Oh, from Brian K. Convery. How did Anastasia
Oh,
Beaverhausen
Brian.
get her name?
I think that they wanted to get away with it being sort of as dirty as possible, like
Without really crossing a line,
House
yeah.
of the Beaver. Like Anastasia sounds very grand, and then Beaverhausen it's just no.
Margot Standing wants to know which character from the show you relate to most. We know
That's
you're not exactly
interesting.
like Karen in real life.
Yeah, no, I'm really not like Karen at all.
yeah.
And I know I'll always just be Karen to many, many people, and that's great. I'm fine with
too
that.
good in a role. This is from Deb Lawton.
Oh, yeah.
How did you come up with the Karen Walker voice?
Over the course of the first 10 or so episodes, it just gets a little bit higher and higher and higher because I felt like it just needed that punch and that timbre. But also, the character is so judgmental of other people that I thought it was funny that she has this thing that's built into her that you can't escape from, that is the most irritating thing in the world.
And yet she's irritated by everyone and everything.
But she's irritated by everybody else,
Right.
who are people who are so much less irritating than she is. So
I love that. Thank you for sitting down with me. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate it.
much.
Keep up the good work.
thank you.
Okay, tonight's episode was very emotional. Who wasn't crying during Karen's goodbye to Rosario? Oh my God! We also learned that Grace's mom died and saw some very impressive dance moves from Jack, right guys? So Siobhan, I wanted to know your thoughts on how you think Karen will hold up without her partner.
If you thought Karen drank before, like, like it's a wrap. Like she's gonna have bottles coming out of everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, but Karen tries so hard to be this stoic, strong female figure, which
Right.
I love about her.
Right.
And I mean, she's like my spirit animal.
Also, of course, was the return of Smitty the bartender, which I loved from the original show. And Lorraine Finster was back, Minnie Driver. What did you think about Lorraine coming back? Do we need more of her?
Yes,
Yeah.
we always need more of her. Like, we can never get enough of her. Can we have a Lorraine spinoff? Because I would watch that. I love, right?
Ooh, planting a
Right?
seed. I love it.
Yes. She's so good. Evil British Karen, and I love her.
Okay, Ayanda, we're also seeing a drastic turn with Will and Grace working together. Do you think that she's right, that Will works for her now?
Kind of can't go against her.
Oh.
So I feel like she's right in some way. Because I mean, Will is really uptight.
Right.
So it's not going to work, and he's a lawyer, so he's always going to try and take over, but then crazy Grace is going to come in.
So just the other day, we got a chance to sit down with the executive producers and creators of Will and Grace, Max Muchnick and David Cohan, and we asked your fan question, so check it out.
I'm David Cohan, and this is Max Muchnick. We are the co-creators and executive producers of Will and Grace. We are going to answer your questions you sent us on Twitter.
Okay, I've got one. Lynn's Cherry Pop, did you take anything from the set when you finished the first round or take anything after this season? Ms. Cherry Pop, I will tell you that the truth is I took the entire set. I gave it to Emerson College, my alma mater in Boston. Thinking, by the way, you don't have anything, do you?
No, but I know what I'm gonna take.
Oh, okay.
Inside a little box on top of the coffee table, there are notes from the original Donnie and Marie show. It was there on the pilot. Those notes existed in this box.
Savannah, that's your camera. That's the
I
wide
will
shot.
be-
That's your camera.
I want one eye in
Okay.
that camera and
It's
one
like-
eye in that camera.
It's like,
I will be taking the Donnie and Marie notes.
at that one Elisa girl, who was the most memorable guest star on the show?
The most memorable one was the first huge one, Cher.
Yeah, she showed up, she yelled at me, she rewrote the script, and we let her go to the run through with her words, and it didn't go over so big because she should just be Cher and sing.
Let's turn back time.
Yeah, let's turn back time, and how about you do the words that we wrote? And I heard later that she told Sean Hayes in his dressing room that she didn't like me because she had an aversion to small, dictatorial, gay Jewish men.
Good thing I don't.
Yeah, but I still love her. I mean, it's in my DNA. I have to.
At PKW Paul, what is your favorite fake food on set? It's 2017, all food is fake food, am I right?
Everything that's in that refrigerator is actually drinkable and edible, and
Right.
and it's all good wine, and they wear really good clothes, and there's really nothing fake. At AZ Kayak, anything you can share about the special holiday episode? A lot of good
We
stuff to
actually
say.
just saw the run-through of that episode, and we, who are inclined to be very critical of the work, thoroughly enjoyed it. It really is a fun one. What can we say about the holiday episode? It's going to be really good.
The holiday episode, it is unbelievable.
I'm going to give my clue. I'm going to
Okay.
give my clue.
Yeah.
We just talked about Cher.
Oh,
That's all I'm going to say.
very good clue.
That's all I'm going to say.
Excellent clue. Nady Lady, will Kevin Bacon be back?
I think that could be the answer to an earlier question. What's your favorite fake food on the set? Probably bacon. The Grandpa Jack episode was so important to a lot of people. How do you walk the line of getting a message across while still keeping it funny?
We don't make the episodes if we don't have a very funny take, because we don't feel that we should ever be doing message shows or teaching shows.
Also, just starting with two things. One, that Jack is a grandpa, which we found inherently comic. And also the idea of Jane Lynch and Andrew Reynolds as the counselors at a gay conversion therapy camp who were a married couple, we thought was funny. Once we got those pieces, we could have a real moment.
Thank
Guys,
you.
This has been so much fun.
We appreciate this because every time you ask this of us, we don't have to be in the other room writing.
That's right.
We get to be here with makeup on. I like it. He has a problem with it, but I get to go home with a full face of makeup. Until then, goodbye.
Okay, Tonight was our last show, and we wanted to highlight one of your great responses to our questions. In honor of Anastasia Beaverhausen, we asked you to tell us your alias. And Rob P. Rock said he's also known as Devin Courant because it's mysterious with notes of Barry and small forward. And now you can let us know what your favorite part of Will and Grace has been so far. Hit us up and use the hashtag AskWillAndGrace. Thank you so much for joining us for Will and Grace After Party. It has been a blast to be here. I'll still be sitting at the bar waiting for my gin with a side of regret, Karen Walker style. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Cheers.